Hello everybody and welcome to Night Ghost 49. Welcome to Banished and the Mega Mod series this time. We're going to switch things up. We were just doing Colonial Charter. I got a lot of feedback from you guys and this is how we're going to roll. I got some really good feedback about, yes, keep going with Banished. I'm going to do some other stuff in tandem with this, but Banished is going to kind of be more of the staple. But a couple people were talking about the fact that they would like to see me do what they would consider a complete run, which is, the last game we played a very large map. In fact, it was very large. And I filled up a little more than half of it before the game started kind of chugging a little bit. And they said, you know what, it'd be neat to see you actually fill up an entire map with everything, as much as you can. So, you know what, we're going to do a small map. I'm going to call it Little Nomadia. We'll put it on the verdant plains just to not have too many lakes and hills and all that stuff. And I'm going to go on harsh climate. I was going to do very harsh. I tested it, and a tornado wiped out about 80% of my population about 10 years in, and that was horrible. So disasters will still be on. Easy condition. I'm going to obviously try to bring in nomads at some point. I don't know what we're going to do for industry, but my goal here is in the Mega Mod. By the way, I'm using 0.06, not 0.07. I can't seem to get 0.07 to work. I don't know why. I tinkered with it for a bit. On my last computer, I'm pretty sure I got it going, so I don't know what I am personally doing wrong, because I'm pretty sure it's me. But we're going to use all the little... Here, I'll hit OK. I'm going to use all the little structures, because Megamod has all these little kind of structures that you can use that are, nice and efficient. And oh, look at that. We've got beef cows. I wonder what kind of plants we have. All right. Let's zoom out. I don't know anything about this seed, so it's just going to be what it is. Let's go ahead and assign 2 builders. And I can't wait. We're going to do 10 times speed, just madness. Look at this. Look how small this map is. It's so tiny. It's baby-sized. Look at it go. Right. Look at this. We do have our little trading river here, a little spot there. But here's where we're starting. And this is going to be my gathering wood, food, hunting area to keep us alive for a little bit. And then I'm going to do some farming maybe along here. Or maybe it's right up here. We'll do some farming. Let's just start with that. We'll dive into it from here. First things first that we always do when we start is you make a new stockpile, because yours is pretty much full. Have a couple builders. I'll unpause things. And we'll get it up to 5 times speed. And first thing I want them to do is just clear. Let's clear a bunch of these resources, especially over here, because it's going to make our stuff more efficient. Now, while we're doing that, we're going to go into the forester. I've only got it on 5 times speed because I want to get set up first, and then we can go 10 times speed. There's this little forester. Look at it. I'm baby-sized. We're going to put that in right there, and then we're going to go into food and the raw resources, and we're going to do a little hunter. And then where's the little gatherer? Oh, my goodness. They actually start with one... Or they start with only one person being able to work it, and you have to up that manually. It's kind of interesting. I don't like what that was just doing. So we're going to go from here out to all of our structures. So that's going to get built. They're already starting to clear some stuff. I will go ahead and tell them to do a couple little swatches of swathes of trees. There we go. We'll do that. And again, we're going to go like this. And we're going to go like this for food. Let's just make everything nice and happy. See, if we clear this, the trees will start to grow back. All right, that's actually a lot for them to do right now. I need to clear land to start doing some crops and whatnot. So let's go ahead and just mark that to be cleared as well. And we'll go 10 times speed immediately. Because I want to get my cows going, and I need to get some farm stuff going as well. Now, once I get the road out here, I'll kind of know where I want to put the... excuse me. Where I want to put the barn and the log stockpile and stuff like that to keep us nice and efficient. So I went ahead and upped, let's put that to 4 and 8. I went ahead and upped the priority for these items to actually be cleared so we can start working those immediately. Also, definitely give a like to this. I'm going to use the same thumbnail that I was using before, and then I'm going to work with 9-. He doesn't know that I'm kind of switching things up because I'm trying to make things go real quick. I got a bit of a trip going on, and I'm not going to be able to do a ton of recording. So I'm trying to catch up and get ahead so you guys have some content. But let me know what you think in the comments. Give it a thumbs up for the beginning of this little series, because this is going to be mega mods. I'm going to use some different tags on it and stuff like that. So Okay, here we go. So 1 hunter, and we'll up this here in a moment. 1 forester, we'll put that at 2,000 logs, and then 1 gatherer. And as you can see, the food is low. Okay, we're not going to do 1 anymore. We're going to do 2 gatherers, 2 hunters. Now I still have them marked to do a lot of different clearing. As you can see over here, they're gonna work their way around. So even though this is 10 times speed, they're doing all this. Once we get the farming, or once we get that clear, the farming will go down. There's a couple more things that we need to get set up first, though. First, we're gonna do, it's a mini woodcutter. We'll do that actually over here, little baby woodcutter. We're gonna use the workshops this time around. It's something I really do like in the Mega Mod pack. These little mini workshops. You can do tools or you can do leather working with it for coats. So that's actually going to help with our efficiency a little bit there. So we'll get those built. Let me think. What else are we going to need? I'm going to need some storage. All right, we know where these are now, right? They're right in here. They're kind of hard to see, but we know where they are. And we're just going to do a little tiny mini storage, just baby-sized. Oh my goodness. It's tiny. And then we're going to have log storage here as well, and nothing too big. We'll just mark that like that. So they're already starting to clear this. It looks like this might be a hill, which could cause us a few issues. So this is going to be iron tools, and the other one, actually, we'll make this one hide coats, and then this one is going to be our tools. This will be firewood, which I'll leave the limit at 200 for now. I'm perfectly fine with that. They're still clearing all this. Kind of working their way around. I didn't mark this to be cleared, did I? If I did, I'd like to cancel all that so we don't keep going down here. Yeah, just cancel that. We are bringing in a tiny bit of food with me doing the mass area. Oh, it's early autumn already. What? Holy cow. I'm not used to this. I'm used to like the game going quite a bit slower. So we had an entire season where nothing actually was planted. Kind of an issue. So I'm going to make that a higher priority over here so people walk over here and actually take all this stuff out. Schools, we'll get to schools eventually. At first, just this first big bit of setting things up, I'm not going to do schools. I really want to make sure we can get some stuff done. Oh, that's a tree. I'm like, what is floating right there? I don't understand. I do start with 50 iron, so we'll be able to start making some tools right away, which is good. Let's take a look back over here. Gatherers are at 2. Forester's only at 1. I think I'm going to go ahead and put that at 2. Logs are super important, as you all know. Now, I am recording in the middle of the day on the weekend, so I may be interrupted, just so you know. I hope not. Little goofballs they're taking a break right now, and they were helping clean and stuff like that. Now they're up there taking a break, watching a show or something. Not bothering Dad. I mean, what? 10 by 15 again. We'll do our 2 crops. And then we'll do a pasture of some kind with the cows. Right, 20 by 12. That's what we'll do. And then I'll go in here and just say, at least get the crops going. Our cows will be fine for a minute, but these need to be cleared big time. And I'll be able to put 1 person on each. Now, only want to do 1 person. Now, the climate is kind of harsh, so we're going to have to see what kind of efficiency we get from them clearing, because if it gets too cold too quick, you actually end up losing crop, which means one of 2 things. Either I need to put more people on them, or I need to make the actual crop field smaller so that we're not wasting effort. And that seems a little counterintuitive, but that's kind of how it works. So this is all gathering and doing its thing. Look at this. 600 venison from this little tiny hunter. I love it. Some of these, I think they've made them smaller and then kind of upped what they bring in programmatically, you know, or gone in and the code and said, you're actually more efficient, which in this case kind of helps. So I'm going to mark the rest of this stuff to be gathered now that I had deprioritized it, and now it's kind of important that we've got these farms and whatnot down. Tools are going to be a big concern, so iron tools, coats. I don't have a ton of leather yet, so I'm actually going to say don't work the workshop for leather and go ahead and work the workshop for tools. And let's see, since it's the middle of the day, I gotta check. I just got a buzz on my phone there. Okay, good. It's not Wife Ghost. I gotta make sure she's okay. All right, so they're planting. We've got corn. We have beetroots. I don't know what kind of orchard crop we have, so actually that's probably not a bad idea. Let's do a dense orchard and go like 15 by 15 is going to be kind of large, but you know what? Let's just do it anyway. And we'll see what kind of crop we have. Oh, we went through the winter of firewood without Without actually assigning anybody. Okay, let's actually take care of that. Jeez, I did not see that. Look at our stockpiles, nice and full. Storage barns aren't looking too bad. Tools are getting up there. Now again, we don't have all the stuff that we need. You know, we're not bringing in iron ore and things like that to handle it. We're doing all the just raw stuff here on the ground, so that's gonna have to be fine for now. I like that these hills are here and that we're still kind of using the what? Oh, that's the orchard. I must not be able to build a road here. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm like, why is it doing this? And there we go. We'll just go around the back. Hello. What are you doing? Oh, that must be where they're gathering to. Just got to kind of work around that a little bit. Here's the orchard. Perfect. Okay. Where's our little storage? Mini storage. Look at them. They are gathering pretty quick. They just dump it in there. That might be a little too small for what we need. And you are going to be beef cows, and we'll have one person work that. 8 out of the 12 that we can fit. I'm glad that we can actually get a bit of growth out of that. We're at 1,000 food, so not too bad. Why don't we get... I always like to have like a bit of a census going on here. So why don't we get just the bare minimum thing. Small town hall. 40 logs and 48 stone. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do that right now. I do need to make some homes, and I will be doing a few different variety of homes in this playthrough, and maybe some that stack as well. In fact, is this it? No. Where am I stacking? Okay, medieval homes, level 1. You may have seen these before. In fact, I may have actually. I'm pretty sure I've shown these before. But these stack up 1, 2, 3 like those layered homes that I really like. So I'm going to be using those a little bit. So it is late summer, and the corn is already ready to harvest. This seems like it's going to be a good crop. And the beetroots are only 50%, so we may be switching to full-on corn, and then maybe we could probably make some corn meal and flour out of that and start making some food. Is probably what we're going to do. So tools are maxed, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the game here a little bit and mix this around, and I'm going to stop working that and have them come over here and work this for clothing. Since the climate is harsh, I'd like to stay on top of making hide coats. Granted, I really don't have a lot of leather. This is still not producing leather for us, right? And neither is this. So, good question, actually. Domesticated animals, I'm not seeing any domesticated animals. And I don't see any here. We don't have very much food either. I guess the food here and the food that's over here in the little storage, they're kind of throwing me off because they're not the same. Now, it is early autumn, and the beetroot's already, you know, a little more than halfway harvested, which is good. Maybe that crop will be fine. Although, it's fully into autumn before we're even fully harvesting, so that's not the most efficient. The corn obviously is. You know, at 1,000, that's really, really good for us. And obviously there's some other priorities of them coming down here, clearing off this as the laborers. They're coming over here. We really need to finish off some of these homes and stay up to snuff on our fuel. So I'm going to up the fuel limit to 400. Oh, somebody died of a weak heart? Oh, that's horrible. Her health isn't even that bad. I don't have any facilities, but geez, that's kind of sad. Let's see. Immediately moved in. Do we have anybody else that's of age? Let's see. Male. Another male. I'm gonna get a bad roll for male to female, aren't I? Yeah. I have no other females, and I have two strapping young lads. Now she's almost of age, so we'll be able to do that. What I might do is see. This goes to there. No, this is gonna be an orchard. I got to think about our placement of stuff. Now, there are a bunch of other buildings that I would like to play around with. And let me show you one of them. If we go into the forester, there's this dense tree shack, which I've shown before. I'd like to actually try that over here and just see what we can do. It's supposed to, like, make a lot of resources. Now, with that, too, if we go to mining, we can actually go and do, like, a stone gather. Oh, my goodness. Wait, that's just a gatherer. Stone shack is what I was looking for. So... much smaller. Okay, so the stone shack over here, it kind of like populates it, and then you pick it up. It's a little gimmicky, I gotta admit, but you know what? I don't care. I want to try it on this new kind of crazy map. So iron ore over here. Why don't we do an iron ore shack as well? And then there's a coal shack, and there's an iron Wait, grows iron to harvest. Hold on. So just iron, not even ore. What?
Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. That seems really OP.
All right, we'll give that a go. Dense grapes and chestnuts. I think the chestnuts are going to be better because grapes a little more temperamental, right? How much did we get out of this? We still got 1,000. So on a good season, we're going to get quite a bit of food. On a bad season, we're still going to get a decent amount. I could put in a. We could really kind of cheese this with even more farming and just go. But I'm kind of wanting to showcase a couple other buildings, get things kind of built up. Now, okay, we got room for another
family can join the fold.
All right, let's go with the second layer here. Bam, second layer medieval home. This dense tree shack is looking good. I'm going to go ahead and immediately put somebody on here, and that's going to just... It's going to be nuts. It's going to take a while to build up, but I think it's going to work out. Firewood. We're having a hard time keeping up with this. This little mini woodcutter we'll probably have to replace with something else. We also have our stone shack, which I think needs all these trees actually cleared. So why don't we do that? Just say it'll clear a big chunk of them with all of our guys. This house was finished. That's fantastic. Male. Two males almost. Almost another male there. Almost another girl. Good. And almost another girl there. Okay, so it's not quite that bad. We will put down the third layer home here. I do like the look of these. They look really nice. Okay, before I forget though, let's look at any kind of hospital or whatnot. And there's a mini one. Oh, whoops. Sorry, my fingers were on
the wrong keys and we gave it a spin.
Let's go, not mini school. Hospital. Mini hospital. There we go. 10 logs. Not even a big deal. Yeah, we're definitely not keeping up with our needs for fuel. Let's see. A smaller chopper. Isn't that what we just did? Or did we do the mini one? Hold the phone. What about this guy? Let's build that next to it and we'll check and see. How much did you do a year? About 400. Alright. I'll probably switch this. This will only be part of a year. But I'll probably switch these guys. And just see which one's more efficient. We've got 7 laborers. That's really nice. Let's get one person over here working the stone. We'll put the limit at 2,000 for stone. And just see how this stone kind of shack works out. I'll clear some more of this. There. Not all of it. I want to see if it clears it itself. Okay, what I'm going to do is say don't work this one, and it should push over to that one. Right. Okay. I want to see if that does about 400 a year. Now, I did have a limit on, now that I think about it. So it might outperform, and that could be kind of a false positive there. We'll see. All right. Logs are going to be kind of important. We could probably use that as a source of income. Let's get one person over here doing the iron. We'll put that at about 2,000 for iron as well. And with that, we probably want to clear a bunch of this stuff for them. So there we go. And are you maxed yet? You are. So they're going to start harvesting the cattle. Look. Wait, what? Now you went in faster. I don't understand. There must have been an issue going on there. I'm wondering if I should fix these roads. Should we? Yeah, you guys are gonna look at me like I'm crazy if I don't flatten these.
Night Ghost, it's almost as if you're being weird.
Wait, storage of what? Iron, stone, and oh gosh, yeah, actually that's a very valid point. For now, let's go ahead and put in just a stockpile right there, and we will say increase priority. Oh, it's already there. Okay, good. Just for now. We'll figure out the building supplies and all that. And then I could put these roads in back this way. Man, I'm loving the speed that we're playing on. Did I seriously miss another spot? What are you doing? No, add a 0 onto that. Store more stuff. Look at this, look. They're uncovering the stones. They're using divining rods, I'm sure. Just walking around. Is it here? There we go. And then here we are, and it's no longer not traversable. Alright, hospital. I'm going to leave that there kind of not worked until we actually need it. 160 on the firewood. It is a little concerning. So, you know what? I'm actually going to turn this back on and put a second person on it. So 2 people are going to just sit here side by side. They're going to have a competition to see who can get the most firewood going. All right, Forester, what are you doing? You're planting actually a lot of trees. He kind of explodes after like a couple of years. Iron Shack, look at all the iron on the ground. It's just clearing logs right now. We're gonna see how game breaky that is. All right, Hunter, how do you do for us? If you don't do venison, you end up bringing in duck meat, which is very good. Nice variety. A bit of leather. The Gatherer brings in a ton of food, but a lot of variety. You know, flax, rose hips, oats. I don't see any domesticated animals in here. And where is it? Forester. Okay, here we go. Yeah, 220 logs a year. Not too bad for that size, to be honest. It's very efficient, so I like that a lot. Let's see. We're going to need... Oh, we need homes. Let's do the third layer of homes. Our fuel's looking okay, so we could probably do this without too much worry. Yeah, I think we need to change up our current fuel situation. Because they're maxed already. I don't particularly like that that's the way this rolls. We could probably just up the limit to 600 anyway. Just to have that ready to go. There's our town hall. We should probably get... Let me think. We should probably get... Let's do this. We'll do a small trader, which I've never actually messed with. I don't know if these specialized traders and stuff are going to break the overall, like, nomad mechanic, so we'll have to see. And I like this little trader. I like doing things small here. It's pretty cool. So we're going to do, like, wool pens and stuff like that once I find some domesticated animals, so don't you worry, guys. Don't you fret. I think we're doing okay on food. Let's look at... Let's just do a 5 year since we've only been up for 4 years. Check the food. Food's gone up. Let's look at the overview. 13 families, 9 homes. We need to get more homes. We're overproducing on food. That's good. Fuel, same way. Tools, I don't think I have anybody work. Yeah, I turned that off. Let's turn that back on. Very good. And, you know, let's just do a firewood economy. And I'll bring that to 800 for now since we're going to be bringing in so many logs. And that way we'll trade that with the general trader. There was something else that I was just now about to do, and I don't remember what it was. Besides more homes. 1414, very good. We need one more home at least. Look at that. That's like super stacked in. Really tight. Let's just see if we can fit anything else in here. I don't think these are going to... No, let's not do that. These little small village homes are going to be good. Village townhouse. And then we've got these other ones that are not quite as large. But these are what they upgrade to, from what I understand. So, 34 logs, 13 stone, and 1 iron. I think we can handle doing one of those homes. So, here we go. Here is a trader. We'll put one person on here. And we'll trade firewood. We'll start with that. We'll do 400. No. 200 for now. And let's see if we can find a more efficient way to do the wood. Currently, we've got the 2 people here. You can't actually up that limit. We'll let them do their thing. We've got a decent amount of logs going in, so... Not too concerned about that. The chestnuts are planted. They're not bringing anything in yet. There we go. Woodworker. I still need more homes. Okay, let's keep this similar and put in another village townhome. I like that. We don't have a well, which I don't feel like we really need one since we're close to water, but just to feel better, give some people something to drink. We'll do that. Now, I was worried about a stone mine, but I was like, wait, I've actually got this going here. Once this gets up to speed, we should be good. It's overlapping this area, but I don't think it takes that into consideration, right? So why don't I do this and say, get out of your trees, gone. There we go. We'll get rid of those. Okay, this home is almost done. Look at that as it's building. That's pretty cool. I like the different stages. This mod is cool. Wonder who brought this one in. We finished that off and somebody moved in. I like it. How we doing? We still need one more home? I'll give it a minute. I don't want to overdo it and kind of get a weird population thing going on.
Oh my, look at those deer.
Let's see. Iron. You haven't brought any iron in. You've literally only done logs. All right, well, fine. Let's help you out a little bit and clear all of this. There. Clear all of that for you. We cleared all this for the stone guy. As he, quote-unquote, grows and or finds them. Now look at this. Look how tightly packed all of this is. And it's still chopping down the big tree. So we're getting a little bit of logs. But this takes a little bit of time. And then it just blows up from what I remember. Bringing in so much wood. It's going to be really, really good. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Why don't we mark? Let's see. How are we doing? Okay, we're almost out of iron. So, again, is this iron or ore? Okay, it's going to be ore. I'm silly. I don't know why I was acting like that was going to be something different. Okay, so why don't we do this? Let's make a road going out this way, and we need to start working on our iron production, like right now, because I'm pretty sure I've got a decent amount of ore. Yeah, I've got 307 ore. I don't have any furnace fuel, though. So, let's go like this. That's the road. What is this? Firewood yard. Place a chop, split logs, create firewood for heat for homes. Okay, that's just a different one. All right. Excuse me. Small iron smelter. This is the one we've used in the past. So we'll do the smelter, and then we'll also do. I need the furnace fuel. So a small fuel refinery, and we'll place those right next to each other. They should line up nice and pretty.
Those should look fantastic.
Again, I don't have anybody at the medical place yet. I do have a few herbs, so that is good for everyone. I should put in a tiny little market here, though, shouldn't I? I do have 4 additional laborers. Where's just a tiny market? In fact, one called the mini food market. Let's do it. It's probably only food, though, huh? Well, we'll have to deal with that. All right, we're out of iron, but we're not out of tools, so that's good. And then once this refinery is done, we're actually going to pull firewood and turn it into furnace fuel. Now, I could get a coal finder as well, and we could start doing coal for furnace fuel, but for now, that's not what we're going to do. So, materials, I'll up that to 2,000. Yep, there we go. So, they're going to make furnace fuel, and then the smelter, let's go ahead and get you working. Nice. So, those are going to start making iron. We're going to continually keep up on our tools. How are we doing on leather real quick? Venison we have quite a bit, so we could probably do a butcher here soon. Leather, not so great, but it's kind of to be expected. I'm going to be on the edge on that. We'll probably have to expand our beef here or do something else. And our first trader. Hello, friend. Muffins, fish, and yogurt. Well, what can we buy for 200 fuel? Remembering that this is going to tap into our resource. I don't like the way we're currently doing the firewood. We need to do a heck of a lot more, so let's address that in a second. So 800 is what the value is going to be. So how about 300 fish? What's 100 yogurt going to get me? So 200, and then 100 muffins ought to even that out. A bit of variety. Go on, get out of here. Okay, now that we've done that, I want to mess with the wood situation. Now, stacks burner's not going to work because I don't have any lumber yet. You know, let's put some person here in the market. There you go. Let's see. Saw pit, lumber, got it. We could do like a sawmill and start making a lot of firewood. I guess, you know what? Let's do it. Let's be like serious about it.
I just want to be really serial about this.
Yeah, we'll do the sawmill here. It's going to cost us a bit of wood and lumber, but we've got it. Look at how densely packed that is. Oh my goodness. And magically we found all of this iron on the ground.
It's a miracle. Look at all this stone.
Yeah, I haven't actually picked up any yet. It's being discovered and maybe excavated, right? Oh, we've got a bit of a yield coming in on the chestnut. I do like that. How are you doing? Every year? About 760 to 1,000. Yeah, must have been cold real quick this year. So that's probably what's going on here. You are probably going to replace these two guys because we'll just make firewood. We can make a little bit of lumber just in case whenever we need it. But we're not gonna do that for a bit. I should go ahead and build a bridge over here at some point. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do it. We'll just do a standard bridge. I think I'm gonna cut it here. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is gonna be the start, and I want to do some different sizes of maps once we finish this one to completion. Maybe we'll do medium, and maybe we'll do large, and have some different challenges weaved in here. On this one, I want to do like tightly packed, little specialized buildings, and go from there. Let me know what you think about this challenge. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.